Our Take continues our commitment to promoting the accomplishments of women around the globe, and today we are continuing our look at women in the digital world. Back with us is Judith Owigar, who is on Skype in Nairobi, Kenya. Judith is co-founder of Akirachix, a group dedicated to helping women find professional jobs, but also share technology tips. Also visiting us again is Chisenga Muyoya, co-founder of Asikana, which helps get women across Zambia get involved in the tech sector, but also went a step further and created an app that tells women about their rights. Chisenga is in Lusaka, Zambia. Thank you both ladies for being here with me today. Judith, though, I do want to start with you. And Akirachix, what was the inspiration behind the program? Why did you feel like a program like this needed to exist in Kenya?
We wanted to create a space where women in technology can feel comfortable, can talk to each other, can grow. When I first went, in my first class in computer science in university, there were only 5 girls in a class of 45. So from there, I could see a need for a forum like this, but I never actually did something about it until I met like-minded women and we formed Akirachix. And we started finding other ladies who also wanted a space like this. And after meeting, we had networking meetups, we started a training program, and you can now see students from our training program graduating. We've started high school outreach. So yeah, we have really grown over the course of 3 years.
I'm curious, are there any other technologies like this that are out there that are connecting communities, or is this really one of the first technologies that's helping bring together tech-interested females?
In Kenya, we usually used to just have like one conference that was for high school students, but now what Akirachix was doing, it was the first women-focused kind of activity, and using their website to connect women, yeah.
Chisenga, how is it that you're able to connect African women in the tech organizations? Are there specific challenges or obstacles that you see in Zambia that are unique to Zambia, Chisenga?
Well, we feel that a lot of the challenges that are faced by the women in Kenya and in other parts of Africa are the same challenges that we're facing here. And that's one of the reasons why we started the Pan-African Network with Judith and another organization as well.
In starting the Pan-African Network, what were you able to accomplish? What are the specific goals or benchmarks that you had in mind? And where do you want to take it further in the future?
Well, we're just getting started right now, but we'll have an online conference in August, on the 29th of August, called On Web Gathering, where we'll have women from different parts of Africa come and participate. And one of the biggest, because we as Asikana Network in Zambia have benefited greatly from sharing with Akirachix and provided us with a lot of support. So I think that all African women in tech organizations can benefit in that way as well.
What's really interesting, are you, I think I remember that you have plans to train people or help people learn how to do their own development work and their own technology development. Is that part of how you've been able to get the network off the ground, or is that something that's planned for the future?
Well, as an individual organization, Asikana Network, we have started doing training here, like mobile development training and video editing training, and also capacity building for the girls. But on a larger Pan-African scale, we see the organizations in the individual countries would be the ones running those sorts of trainings.
Judith, do you find that there is discrimination against women in the workplace, specifically those that do want to enter these career fields, and how do you help the women navigate that kind of atmosphere?
Well, there is definitely discrimination. Women in the tech field, especially here in Kenya, sometimes they're not they're perceived to be not as qualified as the men, and many women don't really have confidence in their skills because they already know that this perception exists. So with a space like Akirachix, finding other women who are in the field of technology who are succeeding actually encourages them, and we share our stories, and that's what really keeps us together. And that's what encourages women to stay in the field of technology. Because apart from just wanting women to enter the field of technology, we want them to stay in the field of technology and impact people.
Is there something about the field of technology that in some ways is better suited for women in that it lends itself more so to the opportunity to become an entrepreneur, become someone who is working for themselves? Is that the career path because of the long-term effects, because they're not then dependent on other organizations or other employers?
Definitely. The field of technology is perfect for women because one, it gives them a flexible schedule if you're working from home, and two, generally women are problem solvers, and being in the field of technology requires a lot of problem solving. So I think women are already wired for that. I think technology is a perfect place for women. Yeah, I really believe in that.
Chisenga, you went a step further. I mentioned that earlier in that you created this app, and it is an app that helps women understand their rights. Specifically, what are these rights? What are these? What is the information that's being provided in the app, and why did you feel like it was necessary to create it?
Okay, we created this app as an organization, not as an individual, just so we're clear. So some of the girls within the organization received some training in mobile applications development through Samrise. And the reason why we saw it fit to go with a women's rights application is because we carried out a survey amongst our members and asked them how many of them actually know their rights and how many of them actually know what to do if their rights are violated. Yeah.
So what will come next for the app? So you have developed the first version of the app and you have it out there. When you think about where you want to take the app in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, how far or how big do you want to make the app?
Well, first and foremost, we need to break the technology divide because there are a lot of people like in villages who don't have smartphones that can run this app. So we need to take it, we need to take the campaign offline and have an SMS campaign as well as have a website and go full-fledged and partner with more organizations as well.
Ladies, I hear you both talking about the importance of women meeting, gathering, sharing information. Judith, I'll ask you this first. Just how safe is it for women to do that?
Here in Kenya, it's pretty safe for women to meet and gather. I guess what we're doing is just providing the platform, because before the platform didn't really exist. We have women meeting in informal groupings, which we call chamas. So women meet and they save together. So what we're doing as Akirachix is we're using, because that's really in our culture, women just love meeting over tea, So what we're doing is we bring women together now, women in the field of technology, women who are interested in technology, and we just create a space where they can explore ideas, they can build applications, and from there, we hope to see more innovations that will impact Africa.
Chisenga, do you find the situation to be similar in Zambia, that there is no threat that women are not then being targeted or anything like that?
Well, it is physically safe to meet as women, but then one of the issues that Judith mentioned before was that the most persistent limitation to women participating in tech lies in cultural and social dimensions, where you may feel physically safe, but you may still be discriminated against for participating in something like this.
Judith, again, joining us from Kenya, thank you very much for your insight, your analysis, as well as Chisenga Muyoya joining us from Zambia. Ladies, you are both doing very wonderful, great things, and please continue to keep us posted about your progress here on Our Take.
Thanks.
And thank you, Sonia, for being with us here today. The hour goes by really quickly,
It really
doesn't it?
does. It really does.
And I understand that you'd actually heard of Akirachix prior to appearing on Our
I
Take.
had read about them, I think not even 2 weeks ago on Women 2.0. So
Good.
they are getting the word out internationally already, which is fantastic.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly hope to continue to keep our eye on how they do in the coming months and year. Thank you again. And I'm Christina Brown, and you're watching Our Take. Don't go anywhere.